What's up, man? What the fuck you doing with the camera?
I'm asking you for a freaking interview. What does it look like?
You some shit, but alright, whatever. What the fuck?
I'm sick of y'all ass. Okay, anyway.
Bitch, I hate you too. Fuck you talking about? Bitch, I hate you too.
I don't like you either.
You know, if we wasn't twins, I'd smack the fuck out you right now. But I know for a fact I'll feel that shit.
It's like, hey Mayfield, come on, up against Mike Tyson. Come on.
You shut your bitch ass up before I smack the shit out of you.
Shut up.
Get the fucking question out before I fucking hurt you.
Shut up.
Before I fucking tase your black ass.
Donald Duck. Oh.
Donald Dump, really?
Donald Duck, I said.
No, you said Donald Dump, bitch. You try to call me Donald Trump like shit. I'll smack them. You know what? Alright, you know what? Okay. Enough bullshit. Enough.
Okay.
Fucking bitch. Oh, I'm gonna smack them. I hope you felt that shit too.
Okay.
Enough already.
Okay. What are you, PMS?
I'm gonna smack the fuck out you. Get the fuck with the camera and shit down.
Okay. What does B.O.C stand for?
I mean, it means whatever the fuck you want it to mean, really, real shit, though. I mean, because, like, you already know when I was running the streets and shit, niggas was like, they was really confused what the fuck it meant because, like, the projects that I grew up in, you know, they was, like, really just, yeah, I mean, real shit, though, all the projects that we grew up in, they was, like, you already know them shits was, like, full of gang members, like, it was predominantly Bloods in that neighborhood, like, so, when I finally started, you know, calling the shit what it was, you know, niggas was like, oh, that means some other shit, you know, and they was like, you know, that means some other shit. I was like, that don't mean anything. It means what I made it to be. It doesn't mean whatever the fuck you're trying to come out of that shit. So, like, when I first came up with the slogan and the logo for it, the shit means, you know, born out of control. And for me, that was because our mother always taught us that it's okay to be, you know, somewhat above average. So I think when it came right down to it, even you know, our mom and shit was always telling us that, yeah, you know, he was born out of control. You know, ain't nobody controlling him where shit. And you know that shit like when moms told me that was like that shit. Yeah, I ride with that shit. So basically, B.O.C became not only a T-shirt line, but it became a record label. So when that shit happened, I was like, you know what? I fuck with it. So I was like, niggas starting to claim that B.O.C shit, and they was like, yeah, we fuck with it. I mean, other than that, I mean, they ain't do it.
It is on. Got it, unibrow.
Look here, bitch. Okay, if you're gonna come in here, you're gonna ask me questions and shit. You better take that shit seriously because if I gotta if I gotta go over there and get that strap, I'm gonna put 6 shots in your damn face. Okay, I'm gonna Kevin Hart your ass. Okay?
I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna knock your ass 5 feet below zero.
Try me, bitch.
Alright, wait till the camera stop filming. I'm gonna fuck you up. But anyway, what's the other question and shit?
Okay. Who inspires you? Oh crap.
Damn. It like real shit though. It's a whole lot of motherfuckers out here that like really inspire me.
Name some of them. Like, I don't know, anybody.
Like really, real talk though. Before this whole music shit decided to do the jump off, I was mostly inspired by Stan Lee and Walt Disney because these dudes came out of real talk came out of nowhere with talent. Like, you feel me? Like, for the fact that Walt Disney came out with nothing more than a simple doodle of a mouse with overalls, and how that shit became like a fucking worldwide fan base. Like, I'm talking like world. I'm not talking country. I'm talking worldwide like shit. So when I Real Live had gotten into that shit, I was like, young, that shit's live. And that, like I said, this was way before I even got into the fucking music and shit. You know what I mean? And I think Stan Lee mostly because, like, that motherfucker real live. Like, he had Marvel, like, from the fact that he came in Marvel in the late I think like the early 30s when Marvel first came out. Like he came out the trenches with like ideas out the neck, out the like just hourly came up with another idea. Boom, boom, boom. You feel me? So I was like, I always thought that like I could have a mindset like that. You feel me? Like I always thought I could have a mindset like that. And you know, like honestly, now that I see how far their empire has come, like I really think that my empire from my son will just be growing even more so. Like with you, my son, all that shit, y'all gonna be like that's gonna be my empire right there. I don't need to live through like people I don't need to I'm not trying to live in other people's shadows. I'm just saying like those are the only two that I don't I can sit here and say I have nothing negative to say about. Like real shit.
Okay.
Fuck
That was
with you.
deep.
Huh?
That was deep.
That was deep.
Yeah.
How was it deep?
I don't know. I forgot.
Oh
Just
wow.
forgot.
Anyway.
Literally forgot.
Anyway.
B.O.C. Don't look at one.
What the fuck ever. Get on with the next question.
Okay. Why do you have a Jason Todd mask? Why do you have a Jason Todd mask?
I can't with you, young. Like you just gonna come in my room and start looking at shit.
Okay, anyway. What made you want to be a rapper?
Nothing, really, nothing. Like, I mean, I've always had a way with words, to be honest with you. Like, when we was living in the projects, you know how, like, you already hip to how some of the hood niggas would be confused when they heard me speak. You know, like the fact that I was what they would call the intelligent hoodlum. Like trying to have a full conversation with some of the bigger hood niggas in the projects, like that shit was just, yeah, you might as well be talking to a motherfucking caveman at that point in time. Like I learned how to articulate myself through vocalization and verbal freedom. That's what I would call it. And when I say verbal freedom, that means that I don't exactly have to worry about, you know, how I speak about, somebody's personal life or how I speak to somebody in general, because vulgarity is probably my best thing, and like vulgarity is probably the one thing that everybody, family, friends, and pretty much anybody that's gotten to know me for less than a year can tell you that vulgarity is probably the biggest part of my personality.
Yeah, you dirty. Like,
hey, what can I say? I keep it X-rated. How the fuck did you think I got the damn name? Like, yeah, go ahead and say it since you're trying to say it. Go ahead and say it.
Cause you're a hoe. You're a whore. You need a pimp.
Anyway, but shit though, like really that in general, that's a whole nother thing right there. How I got my name. Like I don't even sometimes I look back on that shit and I'm thinking like how the fuck the niggas just give me a name like that. Like I had so many fucking nicknames back when I was growing up. Like I think that shit was like the most weirdest thing ever. Like I know for a fact that I've had at least 6 nicknames in the last 7 or 8 years at the most. And when niggas started calling me X-rated, I was like, what the fuck? Where the fuck does that come from? So, like, I actually got that name from one of my OGs in the projects. I got one of that shit from my OGs in the projects. I don't know what the fuck you're laughing at.
If you're dirty, you just worked in the area.
You're anything. I can't be serious with you.
I can't be serious with either.
But anyway, fuck. But real talk though, like when my OG gave me that name, I asked him why. He was like, "Cause you got a fucking dirty ass mouth." His words exactly. He was like, "You got a fucking dirty ass mouth." And I was like the incident prior to that was because like I think I was cussing out his baby mama or his daughter or something like that, because one of them said some out the way shit to me, and I just realized just went ape shit on him, and I just like fucking didn't cover my mouth. But after that I was like, you know what, let me add a little extra to that. So after I founded B.O.C Records, I think I that's when I added, the X-rated 666 on that shit, because like there's a lot of people be thinking like there's a lot more meaning to that shit than it is, but it's really not. Like 666 actually just happens to be my fucking lucky number, because like I was actually I mean, for fuck's sake, we were born on like 5 days after Halloween. So if anything, like we were